La, la, la. You clicked on the video. You must want to learn how to play Pikachu, huh? I'm still here. Still doing my best. You know, you got to record these videos when you're in a good mood. If you're in a bad one, it'll mess up the commentary. Alright, so this game is Pokkén Tournament DX. It's for the Nintendo Switch. And for this session, we're going to learn how to play this thing right here. Everybody's favorite mascot, Pikachu, which we call the rat. Okay, not to be confused with this one, which is called Pikachu Libre, which we tend to just call Libre. These are two different Pikachu. For one, notice their tails. This one is a male. Libre is a female. Libre is the cosplay Pikachu from Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Alright? And if you notice, Pikachu Libre is a speed type character, whereas regular Pikachu is a standard character. Okay? Two different Pikachu doing two different things. I'm going to select the both of them. I could pick Charizard as the opponent, but I'll just pick the two Pikachu here. And then whenever I do a Charizard video, I'll just have Blastoise be his opponent. Alright, so supports don't matter here. What we will do is we will go. What stage haven't we been to? I think I've been to one of the Halloween stages. I think what we can do here is we can go to. Let's go to the city stage. How about that? All right, so this thing, all right. Pikachu is one of two characters that we typically suggest that new players learn how to play. Okay, very easy to play, very easy to learn how to play the game with. It was Pikachu and Lucario. They're about as middle of the pack as it gets. They've got good strengths, and you know, don't really have many weaknesses. Okay, they're just general purpose all around. Anybody can use these things if they're trying to get into playing the game. Once you feel that you're proficient enough with Pikachu or Lucario, then you can branch out and start using some more specialized characters. You know, like Gengar or, you know, Charizard or Shadow Mewtwo, you know, what have you, okay? But if you're a beginner and you want to learn how to just generally play the game, Pikachu is what you got. Because this game has been developed at the by the same team that did the Tekken games, every character has their own set of moves that I guess resemble or that are basically pulled from characters that in the Tekken series. Okay, Pikachu for example, he's got that, which is I think the Electric Wind God Fist. And then there's a way to sweet spot it and make it blue, but you gotta like press both buttons at the same time. And I'm not good at doing that, apparently. So we won't worry about that. But as I said, Pikachu, general purpose guy. Let's see. Weaknesses? I don't know what Pikachu's weaknesses are. Honestly, he's just like super general purpose. All right. We will start from the top. We will go with the I'll talk about the major I guess up point or good point about Pikachu, that this thing gets burst absurdly fast. The little synergy gauge that you see on the bottom left of the screen, the little purple gauge, Pikachu fills this thing up crazy fast. Pikachu, Libre, Weavile, Shadow Mewtwo, they all fill their synergy gauges very fast, which means they can call synergy burst, their little special form, very fast. So look at that. That's one phase switch, which it looked like it was probably about 45, maybe 45% of Pikachu's gauge. Oh, well, I'll talk all about what the stances do. All right, but get your synergy gauge filled, go into burst, and abuse your burst on your opponents. If you keep doing that, you will likely be able to go into synergy burst twice per round, every round. Okay, it's a very easy character to get burst with. Very easy character to you know, get accustomed to that with. Okay, let's see. Standard attacks, Y attacks. All right. So for standard Y attack, it's like he charges like a ball of electricity out of his cheek and then he throws it. All right. It's a very fun looking move. You can do it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There you go. 1, 2, 3. But you gotta really tap it. You gotta mash it in order to get all 3 out. After you do all 3, then he switches into his forward weak attack. Okay. The forward weak attack being this, which I guess, you know, it throws out 2 little electric balls. You know, it's not electro ball. Electro ball is its own thing, but it throws out 2 little electro balls or electric balls in order to do a phase switch. As always, most forward weak attacks will cause a phase switch. Let's see. You can cancel. Oh, and that's all there is. That's all there is to it for the standard weak attacks. Usually, you're gonna do this. I tend to do this as an opener just to throw that out and see what it can hit. They're very weak projectiles, so don't expect to, you know, get crazy. Sometimes I'll throw out 3, sometimes I'll throw out 2. It really depends on how I feel, you know, whether or not I've eaten at the beginning of the day or not, that kind of deal. Let's see. Side weak attacks. He throws these out. A set of side winding electrical attacks. These things are pretty strong. These things get rid of a lot of projectiles. I found, you know, like for example, Breakson. These things kill her stuff all the time, you know. So I was quite pleased to see how strong this attack was. It's very good. It's very good for getting rid of enemy projectiles, so long as the enemy can't, you know, circle around you, you know, before you have a chance to recover. Because if you see me holding my shield after I land, it can be a slow attack that you may not want to throw out if you're very close to your opponent like that. Okay. However, if you do hit them, you can chain it into the forward weak attack. Okay. Back weak attack is a, what does he do for this one? He kind of like forward flips. He does this stylish kind of forward flip and kind of, you know, bounces back. If you land it, it's a phase switch. You know, if you whiff it, he bounces back a little bit. I guess it's just, you know, like a little thing for threatening, for, you know, just threatening your opponent. But it does cover a big area. Okay. As to whether or not it gets rid of projectiles, I haven't actually tried that to see if it gets rid of projectiles. It might, but only during like when that blast comes out. Maybe. Well, don't quote me. Okay, I don't know. I haven't checked that far yet. Forgive me. Okay. But let's see. The other deal is forward Y. Forward Y is pretty cool. He throws out 2 little electric balls, but you can cancel the second electric ball into, I think, any of his specials. I think. So, for example, this is his neutral special. That's Thunderbolt. Okay, this is Thunderbolt. This is Nuzzle. I'll talk all about this stuff later. And that's Electro Ball. So you can cancel the second attack from the forward weak attack into, for example, Thunderbolt, or you can cancel it into Nuzzle, or I think you can cancel it into, yeah, you can cancel it into Electro Ball. Okay, just to fake out your opponent. But then Electro Ball has its own set of cancels, and a lot of these cancels really came about in patches. Pikachu couldn't originally do all these cool fancy cancels, but he can now. Okay, but for forward Y, that's all you need to know, is that it's a double shot. You can cancel it into any of your specials, and then the last one is that. All right, that's it. So that's everything for his grounded weak attacks. For his jumping weak attack, this is the really nice one that I like. This is, well, I guess you could Thunder Shock. I'll call it Thunder Shock. But when you jump, he spits out a like this, you know, column of electricity, and it goes and chases its opponent. It's very fast. It tracks your opponent. It only breaks tracking if your opponent dashes to break it. Okay. So we'll move like that. It's a very fast tracking move. It gets rid of very few projectiles in this state. However, if you use its charged version also tracks, and this one gets rid of a lot of projectiles. I think at worst it clashes with, you know, the really strong ones. It won't do anything to stop beams, of course, you know. But for the very large projectiles, this will at worst clash with them. Okay, but for the smaller stuff, it'll eat right through it. And it does a lot of damage. It's very good for, like, you throw this out and you can dash up to your opponent while that ball is out, or while that column of electricity is chasing them. I use that to cover my pursuit a lot, you know. Let's see. What else we got? Pikachu's a fun character. Let's see. That's the shield. We won't worry about that. I think that's it. Is that it? Yep, that's it. That's everything for his weak attacks. His strong attacks, you tap the button. That's his pursuit attack. Notice how fast Pikachu's running. Pikachu has a very fast dash. I think Pikachu and Pikachu Libre. I forget if Pikachu Libre is faster or not. Okay, but very fast dash speed. This is what the pursuit attack looks like. Okay, it is a 3 input, 4 hit pursuit attack. I think 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4. Yeah, 4 hits, 3 inputs. This is what it looks like on shield. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is what it looks like fully charged. I do believe. Well, let me see. You may be able to get grabbed when you do that. Even though even though Pikachu's in the air, you might still be able to get grabbed. I might be wrong. I'll have to check that out. And when I do some online videos, I'll go and I'll definitely confirm or deny, or maybe I'll just say so in the comments whether or not you can, grab Pikachu out of that when he does it. But it might be something that you need to look out for. His jumping strong attack, he doesn't have any other strong attacks, by the way. No back strong attack, no forward strong attack, no no side strong attacks, but his jumping strong attack. This is a pretty cool one, okay? And it's very irritating to fight against if you're fighting against a Pikachu and you're keen on, punishing, after Pikachu whiffs a move, because Pikachu will immediately do something like that and throw out that jump kick. So for this jump kick, when you press the button, Pikachu turns blue. Pikachu has counter frames until he starts to dive, okay? Until he starts to dive, he has counter properties. This thing goes at an angle, so if you're like right in front of your opponent, you're going to overshoot them, okay? So if you jump here, you're gonna overshoot. You jump here, you're gonna overshoot them. You gotta start maybe about here to be able to hit them, okay? So don't do it while you're too close to the ground unless you're doing it very low to the ground. If you're doing it extremely low to the ground, you don't have anything to worry about anyway, okay? But if you jump too high and you're too close, you're gonna overshoot, okay? So watch out for that. The next thing are the special attacks. This is Thunder. Stop blocking, please, Libre. This is Thunderbolt. I thought it was Thunder Shock, but it's Thunderbolt. It's like a little ground runner attack. Okay, so you tap it, and he sends out one bolt of electricity. If you charge the button, Pikachu sends out 3. They do different things in field phase and in dual phase, but this is all you need to know. When you charge it, it does not cause a phase switch, okay? And but it does do more damage, okay? So single one causes a phase switch, the charged one does not cause a phase switch, so keep out for that. Let me see. Also, you cannot cancel this at all, okay? You have to commit to it. All right, so watch out for that. Side specials, there are no side specials. Forward special is Nuzzle, okay? I believe the deal with Nuzzle is that even though Pikachu puts himself in the air, he's not really in the air, okay? I might be wrong, but I do believe that even though the animation has Pikachu in the air, he's not really in the air. This is a grab attack. It's a command grab. It causes a phase switch. Only when going from field into duel. Is that true? Yeah, only when going from field into duel does it cause a phase switch. It does not cause a phase switch if you are in duel phase, unless you have been grabbing them repeatedly, or you got enough. You've been putting enough damage on them that the next attack would switch phases on them. But that's it. You can, I believe this avoids lows. Does this avoid lows? Let's find out. Let's find out. Yep, it avoids lows. And it does put him in the air, but I'm forgetting whether or not he can be grabbed when he does that. Let's find out. Oh, we'll learn together, okay? Right now I'm just spacing out the attacks so that I give myself enough time to actually respond. Whoops. Ah. So he puts himself in the air, he avoids the grab, and he lands his own grab. Alright, so now we know. Alright, learn something every day. With every video, you learn something. Let's see. That's forward. Backward is Electro Ball. Electro Ball, it doesn't look like much from here, but in dual phase, it's a big deal. It's got a very long reach. Like, notice how far it's going. It's going all the way up to the top right of the screen where my opponent's player icon is. It's a very far-reaching attack. If you happen to plant your opponent on the wall, you can probably just throw an Electro Ball until you get the phase switch. But it depends on how far, it depends on how high up they are on the wall, and how far away you are when you start at the Electro Ball. You can also potentially pull it off in field phase and just constantly spam Electro Balls. It's just when the opportunity presents itself, you do it. You can't keep them on the wall indefinitely. I think like after about 4 Electro Balls, they bounce off the wall just automatically. Yeah. Let's see. You can cancel Electro Ball, and I think you can cancel Electro Ball into the other stuff. That's where all the stupid cancels come from. Electro Ball. You can cancel this into any of Pikachu's aerial attacks. Okay, so this is me doing it. You can cancel by pressing the shield button, and from there you can go into his weak attack, or into his strong attack, or into another special attack. Okay, his aerial special attack is Thunder. Okay, from like Super Smash Bros. That kind of thunder. If you play Smash, you probably recognize that move. But and that's it for Electro Ball. But the thing with Thunder is that, number one, Thunder puts himself in the air. You're gonna very quickly learn that if you use Thunder at the wrong moment, your opponent is going to either walk out from under Thunder's landing spot, or they're going to counter to absorb the hit from Thunder, then walk over to you and grab you, and you're gonna get punished for that all the time. Okay, so watch your Thunders. I find that Thunder works well when your opponent is in the middle of doing some move that takes a lot of time to put out. Okay, then you throw out a Thunder, and you might not even be able to actually reach them in time, but you probably will be able to hit them with a Thunderbolt. Okay, if you're in field phase and get the phase switch. Okay, and that might be all you can really do. But because Thunder does so much damage by itself, it's a good deal. It does 100 damage if you land it. Let's see. But Thunder, you can cancel this as well before Pikachu does the thing where its tail sticks into the air. You want to press the guard button. Okay. You do that, and Pikachu will drop back down. Okay. However, I think there's a hitbox. There's a hitbox on its tail. Okay. So you can jump over to your opponent, and if you're only for Pikachu Libre, because Pikachu Libre is so small, but if you're close enough to your opponent, you can hit them with this hitbox. Okay. And you can also go into other directions. So this is, oh gosh, yeah, that's me moving to the left. That's me moving to the right. That's me moving back just ever so slightly. And this is me moving forward, okay? So, that also means that you can, let's see. You can use your forward Y attack, cancel that into, I think, Electro Ball, yeah? You can, you can cancel into Electro Ball. Let me try to do this. I want to cancel into Electric Ball and then go into Thunder, which is what you just saw right there. So Electro Ball, cancel, Thunder, or you can do Electro Ball, cancel, Thunder, cancel, Electro Ball, cancel, Thunder, cancel. Come on, Thunder, cancel. I'm taking too long to cancel the Thunder, but Electro Ball, cancel, Thunder, cancel, and then it will go into a jumping strong or an aerial strong attack. Something like that. And if only Pikachu Libre was a little bit taller, I could land it. Give me a second. I'm trying to show off for you guys. There you go. So I did 2 cancels. Okay, canceled out of the Electro Ball into the Thunder, but canceled the Thunder into a jumping strong attack. And you can do that with the forward Y. Well, that was just a single cancel out of Electro Ball, but you can cancel the forward Y into Electro Ball into Thunder. There we, yeah, all right. I need to practice with that. But silly cancels that you can pull off of Pikachu, okay? And once you get the hang of it, once your fingers can, you know, move across the pad like butter, you know, then you'll be able to look really fancy and you'll really start to get moving. That is everything for his field phase, okay? Next we will go into dual phase. Like, oh well, listen, these are his dash attacks. His dash attacks, his side is okay. His side dash is all right. His back dash, it's nice to look at, you know. His forward dash, you see this a lot. I can't really tell if it's better than using the pursuit attack and then blocking, but you know, it's all right. You know, like I said, it's all middle of the pack. You know, it's not bad. It's not super amazing. Okay, it gets the job done. This is Pikachu's grab attack. This is what it looks like in field phase. And this is what it looks like in dual phase. Alright. This is what Pikachu's counterattack looks like. They're doing this thing with like iron sand. Where like it uses the electricity to take the sand and gravel off the ground and form rocks out of it. And then he claps you with it. Okay. This is what it looks like when you cancel it. Okay, cancel left and right. Let's see. I think it's easy to for Pikachu. It's easy to get crossed up when he does this. For some reason, I've noticed. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe my tracking is not as good, or maybe you know he doesn't track as easily when I get crossed up. But I noticed that I have to tend to cancel. Like for example, if my opponent jumps over me and I'm in the middle of a counter, I'll still be countering in this, not that. I'll still be countering in that direction. Okay. Meanwhile, they're over here getting ready to beat me up. Okay. So for that, you just cancel. You just cancel to right yourself, and then you know counter in the right direction, and go from there. So that's all of the special stuff. Now we can start with the dual phase. All right, dual phase. This is what his forward movement looks like. Kind of slow. Forward movement, backward movement. I mean, it's much faster than your usual slow characters. This is his low stance. I forget what this stuff does. I forget if this regenerates his shield, but it's a heck of a cool looking effect. This though, his high stance ever so slightly generates synergy. If you look on the bottom left of my screen, you can see that my synergy gauge is increasing. It's a very cool looking effect. Pikachu has some cool looking effects, and he even looks at the camera for you. He even looks at the camera while he does it. Okay? Let's see. So, first we'll start with the weak attacks. It's like tail whip. Okay? So he does 3 tail whips. Okay? You can do 1, you can do 2, or you can do 3. Okay? If you mash the button, he goes into his downward special attack, which is Iron Tail. I think like almost all of his moves are from the anime. Okay? Like his staple moves that he had in the anime, they're all here. Okay? You can cancel every hit. You can cancel every hit into a special. Okay, so that's the first hit. That's the second hit. That is canceling after the third hit. Naturally, you can cancel the third. You can cancel after the third hit into any of Pikachu's specials. But for Pikachu, you can also for Pikachu, you know, specifically, you can also cancel the first and second hits into any specials. This is his low weak attack. I'm sorry. He swipes his tail into the ground. His electrified tail kicks up iron sand, you know, that solidifies, and then when the electricity leaves, then the sand dissipates and returns to being regular sand on the ground. It's a very fast attack. This is what you're gonna see a lot of Pikachus use to chain into their burst attack. It's got some good range on it too. Pikachu's so low to the ground that you can probably just use this to poke with, you know, whenever you like. Does a really small amount of damage, only about 10 damage, but you know that's the trade-off for it being so fast. Okay. Let's see. His high stance weak attack. he does 2 flips in the air. Okay, if your opponent was, I guess, in the air, then he'll hit him twice. Okay, once he's in the air, he can go into his aerial attacks. Okay, so you can do that into his aerial weak attack, or into his aerial strong attack, or into his aerial special, which is thunder. Keep in mind that if you do that into thunder, you can cancel thunder into, you can cancel thunder into whatever you want to cancel thunder into. Okay, so you can do high stance, weak attack into thunder, cancel off thunder, go into the aerial strong attack. So, you can use this when you cross up, and also keep in mind that thunder has a little hitbox on it when you start it up before you cancel. So you can jump, cancel, knock into your opponent, and make them hurt. Okay, very fun to play this character. Okay, let's see. Anything for the back? No, he doesn't have any back weak attack. But forward weak attack is the electric god. Oh gosh, I hope I say that right. Give me a second. Let me pause the game and figure out what the right terminology for that. I think it's like EGW. Okay, I'm back. I said it wrong. It's the electric wind god fist. Okay, and I know there's 2 versions of this. If I do it right, I might be here all night just to try and get it done right. But this is what it looks like. If you play Tekken, you're no stranger to what it does. You chain it 3. You can do the easy mode and chain it 3 times into an instant phase switch, or you can let's see, what's the combo for this? Yeah, sure. That's one. You can cancel that into, what is it? Forward weak, low strong, low special. All right. And that's a general bread and butter combo for Pikachu. He's got another version of it. There we go. That's what it is. Yeah, if you do that, it launches higher, does more damage. So, I'm so not good at doing it, but it's like you have to press basically just both buttons at the same time. Well, like I said, I'm not a Pikachu main, so that'll be my excuse. Anyways, that's what that does. Okay, his aerial weak attack is he electrifies his tail, puts out a hitbox. Keep in mind, Pikachu is vulnerable, but his tail is not. Okay, it's a good move. It's a good jumping move. Okay, it's a good jumping move specifically because the hitbox is out in front of Pikachu, so it covers his descent. Okay, and keep in mind that it's there and then it's not. I think. No, you can do it. Just make sure you put it out before you hit the ground. It's just, yeah, I'm messing up because Pikachu Libre is so short, but that's all it is. It's a nice jumping move. Nothing super fancy, but it is helpful. It is helpful, covers his approach. That's it for his weak attacks, I believe. Next is his strong attacks. Okay, that's a fun one. Okay, so this is, it's just a ray of lightning. That's all it is. I keep thinking that there's some kind of like special Pokemon name for it, but it's not. So his standing strong attack, he fires out this mid-range bolt of electricity. This is a very good move. Okay, it might be a little bit slow on startup compared to his other moves, but it's a very good move. It always causes a knockdown. Okay, and it catches some people off guard. Okay, because most of Pikachu's stuff is close range, in your face type stuff, or it's obvious as to what Pikachu's going to do. Like if he's from this distance, he's going to use, Thunderbolt, or if he's in the air, he's likely to hit you from Thunder. Like there's not much reason why you would see a Pikachu this far back over, this far from you, and in the air if he's not to use Thunder or cancel out of Thunder. But this is mid-range attack, causes a knockdown. That's all you really need to know. Low stance strong attack is a set of kicks. Okay, it's a set of kicks. This will wall splat if you are near a wall, and you can go into whatever combos you like. This is also, I guess, just something to chain your combos with. It's a good move. Like I said, a lot of Pikachu's moves are very, they're good. They're designed to be good. Pikachu's your beginner character. They're not gonna make their flagship character a bad character. His high stance strong attack is another set of kicks. This one's double kicks. I like this one because it hits twice. You know, it hits twice, so if I whiff the first one, I know that the second one might be able to catch them. And because it's the strongest attack, it will stagger. So these moves will stagger your opponent if they're in burst. Just keep in mind that they have some low startup. Okay, Pikachu has to jump forward before that hitbox comes out. Same thing with that kick. He has to launch himself in the air to get that kick off. Okay, it's not as fast as you might think. Okay, he does not have any back strong attacks. He does not have any forward strong attacks. Both will do his same attack as his standing strong attack. So he's only got 3. Okay, 3 grounded strong attacks. His aerial strong attack, it is a slow moving I guess you can call it dive kick. It's a slow moving dive kick. If your opponent is in the air, for example, after a jump, then you'll get hit with all of the actually, we don't even need to do that. There you go. Jump. I just want to catch her in the air and then slam her back down. That's what it'll look like. Okay, if you catch somebody while they're jumping. Okay, like I said, you can cancel out of thunder and go into that. It's all for cross-ups. Pikachu's a cool cross-up character, or rather, I wouldn't say a cross-up character, but he has cross-up potential. Okay, let's see. I think that's it. That's it for his strong attacks. Is that right? Yeah, that's it. Wow, I covered everything. That's everything. Okay, next is his special attacks. First, let me make sure. Does he? Oh yeah, the uppercut. I think there's a. Yeah, there's that. Yeah, yeah. I forget what the. I forget how to turn it blue. But you can turn it if you hold down. I'm sorry, I forgot. If you hold down the weak attack button, he will flash, and when you let it rip, he'll go. He'll go into the uppercut. So maybe if I hold it long enough, it'll turn blue. But yeah, that's what that does. Let me see. Is there anything for the strongs? How about for the specials? Nope. Okay, it's just the weak attack. So that's a nice little surprise attack that you can do if your opponent is sitting in their shield. Well, no, don't use it sitting on shield. That'll get you punished. But you know, it's a good surprise attack to whip out. You know, if your opponent's not looking for it. Okay. Last is special attacks. Standing special attack is Thunderbolt. If you tap the button, he sends out one shot. It covers the length of the stage. It's a very fast attack. I think this also gets rid of some projectiles as well. If you charge it, he fires out 2. Okay, he is airborne when he does this. You cannot cancel it. You have to commit to it. But the projectiles are very fast. Okay, his forward special attack is Nuzzle. Once again, this is what it looks like. What's the call for this? We're gonna go Nuzzle and then into Thunderbolt, right? Yeah, and then Wall Splat, and then I think you might actually be able to hit him with a Thunder, maybe. Maybe not. But for now, just know that you can go from Nuzzle into Thunderbolt. Okay. Let's see. His back special is Electro Ball. Once again, you can cancel Electro Ball and just go into a straight drop, or you can cancel Electro Ball into Thunder, or cancel out of Thunder into any of his aerial attacks. Okay, just keep that in mind. Electro Ball's utility. The last thing is, yeah, his low special is, I think does this regenerate shield? This might regenerate Pikachu's shield. I might be wrong, but I think it regenerates Pikachu's shield. His low stand special attack is Iron Tail. Puts him in the air. It's a very fast move. See how fast he leaves off the ground? Yeah, this will get a lot of people, because a lot of people will anticipate punishing these his 3 weak attacks, only for Pikachu to immediately put himself in the air and punish whatever they were going to try and punish Pikachu with. Okay. Last thing is what? High stance. High stance. This one looks like quick attack, but it's not quick attack. This is Volt Tackle. This is a command counter. Okay. If your opponent's on the wall and they're giving you a hard time, you can use this, and honestly, you can a lot of the time get out of it. You know, it's a very easy get off me move for you to use. Nothing to it. All right, just use that, and you're set. If you do it on shield though, If you do it on shield, you're gonna get punished. Okay? Because Pikachu's going to drop right in front of his opponent. Right within grab range. So keep an eye out for that. Don't want to spam that. Don't want to get too predictable with that. Jumping special is Thunder. We've gone through Thunder. We know what it does. If you're close enough, you can start combos out of Thunder. Let's see. You can cancel Thunder into any of Pikachu's specials, except for another Thunder. Of course, you can't cancel Thunder into another Thunder, but you can cancel into his aerial weak attack and his aerial strong attack. I do believe that is everything. All right. I don't think I'm leaving anything out. This is what Pikachu jumps look like. They don't cover much horizontal distance. They're pretty vertical. I'd say they're about middle of the pack. You know, it's not a bad jump. I've seen worse jumps that don't cover much horizontal distance. Pikachu, like I said, middle of the pack. Now Pikachu's backdash is very good. Okay, his forward dash, I feel like his dashes are better in dual phase than they are in field. His field phase is fun to look at. You can just do it perpetually and just roll all day long. I think that's it. Last thing I got to show you guys is his burst attack, because his burst attack does some different stuff. I want permanent synergy burst, and I want a full synergy gauge. There you go. Alright, so first, he is in synergy burst. The first thing you'll notice is that Thunder has 2 shots now. Alright, it has 2 shots, causes a knockdown. It does a whole lot of damage. Let's see, anything else? Honestly, I can't remember. I think that's the only thing that sticks out. Aside from that, his electric Wing God Fist is blue, and you can chain it 4 times. Okay, as well as I think his uppercut. Nope, I'm wrong. His uppercut is regular. I think. What do? You just keep holding it. Yeah, if you hold it for long enough, it'll turn blue. Just in general. Okay, but his electric Wing God Fist is blue forever while he's in burst. A blue electric Wing God Fist means that it does more damage, you get launched higher, and more combo potential. Okay, this is what Pikachu's burst attack looks like. Now, because Bandai Namco also has the video game rights to the Dragon Ball Z series, Pikachu does a Super Dragon Fist. All right, Super Dragon Fist. Pikachu gains a very realistic fist for that burst attack. That's what it looks like. I'll even do it again just so you guys can see it. Actually, nope. His grabs don't change. It's the same thing. All right, but like I said, that's what special attack, or the burst attack is. And like I said, if you keep an eye on your synergy. Honestly, you really don't have to keep an eye on your synergy. You can just let it rip as soon as your gauge fills, because Pikachu fills its gauge so fast, you know. Pikachu's already got like half a gauge off of a single phase switch. Alright? So you want to abuse that as much as possible, which means you want to probably use supports that aid Pikachu's synergy gauge generation, I guess. You know, anything that'll help fill Pikachu's synergy gauge is a support that you want to use. And Pikachu really honestly doesn't generally need to have much more than that. For example, this is Umbreon. Umbreon absorbs your opponent's synergy and gives it to you. Alright, so you use Umbreon and Pikachu's got, that looks like 15-20%. Yeah, probably about 15-20% of a synergy gauge. Combine that with a phase switch, and Pikachu's almost got a full synergy gauge. Okay. You can also use supports like Jirachi that fill the synergy gauge. I think Mew also fills the synergy gauge. Anything that will help fill Pikachu's synergy gauge will equal, you know, more synergy time for you and much more of a headache for your opponents, because Pikachu gets armor while he's in his synergy burst. That's it. That's all I got for Pikachu. Pikachu's a very easy character to explain. I actually probably should have done this at as one of my earlier videos. I just forgot to do it, just doing other stuff. But I think that's it. We're all set. You guys can go out and be Pikachu masters now. Okay, I'll be on the sidelines. Hope you guys enjoyed. That's it for this how-to video. At some point I'll go and I'll put out a video showing you guys, you know, what Pikachu looks like online. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, leave a like. Tell me what you think. Tell me who you'd like to see next. That's it. Next video might be Pikachu Libre. All right, you guys take care.